Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
And we're live. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hey.
Hey everyone, I'm Allie. I'm from a pretty little podcast. So excited to be here.
Awesome. I'm Emily Wolfe. I'm a musician. I live in Austin, Texas, and yeah, stoked to be here too.
Should I just hop in? I've got so many questions. I'm so excited.
Ladies first, always hop in.
So when people hear your music for the first time, what do you hope that they kind of take away from it?
Oh man, I hope that they can identify with it in the way that's like, oh, I didn't know I felt like that, and I do. And I also kind of hope that they just like see themselves in what I'm doing, and I always want that, but for the most part, like I would love for people to just like speed down the highway and put it on, like get a ticket, who cares?
I love it.
Yeah,
that could be a new song.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Robert, do you want to go or?
Yeah. So I know you've been playing for years. About your first guitar when you were 5.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have that guitar?
I do. It's in my closet. I do.
Now, do you pull it out for like when you're like a little blocked or like when you're like need a certain mood?
You know what? It's like, so it was in a garage for so long that it's kind of not playable anymore because the humidity from like Texas like kind of messed the wood up, and it's I've tried to repair it, but it's like it's kind of like donezo. But I do like when I go in my closet and I see it, I always kind of like just like for a flash of a second, I'm like 5 again, and I'm like, wow, that's nuts. Like how did I get here from? That's crazy. So yeah, no, it's like it's awesome. It's like a little harmony acoustic and like plastic tuners. Yeah, I love it.
So let's go. Let's time travel here a little bit here.
Okay.
So you're 5 years old. What brought you saying, "I want to play guitar. This is my instrument. This is." Like when did you start singing in the mirror and,
And what was the first song you learned?
Bring it back to
5. Yeah, gosh, age 5. So my mom took my sister and I shopping one day, and I don't remember what store it was. It was like a Walmart or a thrift store or something, like maybe like a Savers. I don't know, but like there was like we went down this aisle, and it's like such a core memory of mine, but we turned down this aisle, and it was like kind of empty, but there was like this guitar there, and I had never seen a guitar before in my life, and I was like, that is the coolest shit I have ever seen. I have got to know what that is. And like I was so drawn to it that I was like, Mom, please, like I'm begging you for this guitar. I don't know how much it was. It was probably like $20 or something, but she got it for me. And yeah, the first song I tried to learn was When the Saints Go Marching In. But like, that didn't work out because the guy that was trying to teach me he gave me like sheet music, and it was notes on a page, and I was like, this is not what I don't want to read stuff. I want to do this. So like he was like, all right, you're not very good at this. I was like, okay. And then he was like, let's learn drums instead. So I was like, okay. So I learned drums, but there was always like this thing in the back of my mind. I was always like, God, I wish I could play this thing. I really want to know how to play it. So a couple years passed, and like, I of course was like, Mom, please, can you take me to the music shop? I just want to like see a guitar, and then we went to a music shop, and there was like a Stratocaster hanging. And once again, I was like, "Mom, please, can I have this? Like, I'm begging you." So we called my dad. She was like, let me call your dad. Like, he's at work, but whatever. So we called him, and he's like, okay, fine, you can get it, but like, just like, if you really want to do this, like, just go for it. And I was like, I'm gonna go for it. So then I just tried to kind of teach myself, and that's when I tried to learn a Jewel song. What's the one that was like
Pieces of Me.
Yes, it was that one. So yeah, it was Jewel. But that's kind of it. That was like childhood and guitar, like in a nutshell.
I love that. You can tell that you're like a songwriter and a storyteller because I just imagine you in your bedroom, like, when the Saints, just jamming.
Punk version of When the Saints Go Marching In, dude.
That could be a TikTok.
That's funny.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I'll probably do that later.
So as far as your sound feels very intentional. Like, what was that something that was intentional on your part, or is that something that just kind of happened?
Oh man, it was a long journey. Because as you know, like, you know, go down if you or Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, if you go and look at my catalog, it's kind of all over the place.
We call that dynamic.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, that means a lot. But yeah, like I've always just kind of played and written what I wanted to write, no matter what genre it turned out to be. And you know, like I built a career doing that, but it was never really it wasn't ever easy to put me into a box for people. Like, in this industry, it's very like, you know, who are you? What are you? Give me 3 words. And it's like, well, I don't have 3 words. I can't, you know, so but then I meet Gavin Brown, who produced the new songs that are out, and he like kind of took that whole thing and was like, okay, we can do this and this, but we need to have your favorite lane that you like to do, which is rock. So let's just do rock. And it's like, okay, I can do that. But that's like, so it wasn't intentional to have a focused sound with this new stuff. But it is, you know, it's all like the thread of it has always been guitar, I guess.
What would you say is the song that best describes where you're at right now?
I think it's Crave Me, which is new. It came out on April 13th. And that one was one of the first ones I wrote with this producer. And it was like such a release to write. Because, you know, I've been touring for so long, I've been doing this for so long, and he gave me this assignment thing before we met to record, and he was like, all right, get a journal. You need to get a journal, you need to get a pen, and you need to fill this entire journal up, like all of it, which is vomit. Like, just go, just say stream of conscious. Like, you can't judge yourself. You're not allowed to erase. It can't be on the computer. It's got to be this, and it's got to just come out. I was like, okay. So I did. And then the next assignment was, all right, now that you've filled up the journal, go through everything and find patterns. I was like, okay. So the pattern of like craving something, or like wanting to be craved, was like a big theme in all of it. And like, so like I go to the studio with this journal and all these patterns are circled, and I was like, okay, here's what I have. And he was like, well, what do you feel right now in this moment? And I was like, I mean, I'm restless and I can't sit still. And he's like, that's your first line. And so that's the first line of the song. And he was like, what else do you feel? And I was like, I have no balance like no balance. I can't pay my bills. He was like, that's the second. And that's the second line. And I was like, oh, it's this easy? And he's like, yeah, it's that easy. I was like,
That's like genius on how to pull it out of you.
it was like Miyagi. I was like, what is happening? But and then like we come away with this song that's just like, it honestly means so much to me because it came from like the depths of me, you know, but it's so simple and like you said, focused now. So I think it's that one.
To follow up with that question, is there a song that was a throwaway song, but you put it on the album and it just blew up?
Gosh.
Like you don't think it was going to cut it?
Well, it's
Or
funny.
one that didn't get the recognition that you thought it was going to get.
That's a good point. There, you know what? Actually, there is there's like a long story with this song, but it's a song called No Man, which is from my second record. And I had written this song and it was very like kind of bluesy, like stomp clap, like very like, you know, not, it was raw and like, you know, not produced. And so I was going to put it out, and then I kind of go through the industry and there's, you know, managers and publishers who are like,
Cut through it.
this isn't good. And I'm like, okay. So I thought it was going to, you know, be a throwaway, but then I met Michael Schumann, who produced the second record. And he plays bass in a band called Queens of the Stone Age, which is one of my favorite bands. But he was like, you need to put that on the record. I was like, okay. So he kind of reworked it. And that record came out during COVID. So that whole record is, unfortunately, it didn't see its day in the sun. I'm hoping one day it does. But so like now though, there's like this weird resurgence of it. And it's going to be in like this independent film, and it's starting to
Do
climb
you know
up.
what? Are you allowed to say what the name is, or?
Oh, I don't know. I could. If I get in trouble, it's my bad. But it's called Busted. It's about strippers. So like,
That's great.
I know. We'll see what happens though. So I guess that song fits both.
Everybody loves strippers.
True. We all do.
Oh, is it on me? So I want to know a little bit more about like your songwriting process. Like, is it kind of like you come up with like a certain and overall, like you just said that it was pulled out of you, but typically how you do the songwriting process, is it more of like an idea that kind of comes, or do you kind of have the live show in mind while you're writing? Is it like a mood that kind of expands?
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of all of that. But I know the main thing that I do is like, it's like a feeling I get when I'm like, I think I'm about to write a song. I can't really describe it other than like a weird adrenaline kind of thing. And then like, I just get a little bit like antsy. I'm like, I think I need to go write something. So I'll go in my closet right there. It's like a kind of a small space, and I'll just sit on the floor and like just play something and see what comes out. And then I'll do gibberish. Like I'll just like sing a melody and see if that's good. It's like very trial and error. But like sometimes I'll sit down and a whole thing will come out and it'll be like, I'm like, I really like this. But then sometimes I'll sit down and be like, I can't write anything right now. I'm dog shit, you know? So it's like very like, it's like, it just depends on the day. But that's like kind of what I do is I have to sit on the floor for some reason and do
Now,
it.
since your music's like is all over the place, do you like when you start writing something and you don't use it in that moment, do you go back to things, or once you've kind of shelved them, do they stay on the shelf?
You know, I record everything, like every idea, even if it's bad. And like more often than not, I'll go back to those like voice memos and just kind of, if I'm stuck, I'll like, cause I have like, I don't know, like thousands of just voice memos. And it's just like either me saying a lyric that could be cool or like a melody that I think could be cool. A lot of it sucks, but then there's like always one that I'm like, huh, that's actually pretty good. And then I'll start kind of riffing from that. Yeah, and then there's sometimes where like I'll put an idea on the shelf and then I'll go back to it and really like it. And then I can't finish it. And then I'll go back to it like months later and be like, ah, I like this, but I can't finish it. And it's just like a year long thing. Um, but there are those songs that I always keep coming back to that I haven't finished. One of those, actually, one that was like that was a song called Holy Roller. Um, like I couldn't finish it. Like I don't know
I
why.
really enjoyed that one, by the way.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's a
Thanks.
goodie.
I finally
It's a good
finished
one.
it. Yeah, but so that sometimes sometimes they click and they work, and sometimes they just don't. But so I think the process is just truly like trial and error for me.
Rob, do you have something?
Yeah, well, I see that you used to live in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Do you ever go back to visit?
I don't go back to visit. I normally like I've toured through there, and I moved from there when I was so young that I don't remember much of it, but I always do feel like there is a feeling when I go back where I'm like I remember the greenery and the seasons and the trees and like the vibe of it. Um, but it's normally when I'm touring is when I go back.
So you get a feeling while you're there that you've been here before.
For sure. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, do they show you like a ton of love when you go to your hometown or like when you go to certain places?
Actually there are certain places like oddly enough, like and I never lived here, but in Baltimore, that's like my favorite city to play because like the
They
crowds are
show up.
yeah, they're like fierce and they want to rock and they like the hard stuff and like like the intensity of my live show doesn't freak them out. Like there are some cities that are, like they prefer like the chiller stuff and fine, like whatever, but like Baltimore is all for it. And so that's probably the city where I do get the most love. Um and like yeah, it's my favorite spot to go. With Raleigh, like I think only if like a handful of people know that I was born there and spent the first like 8 years of my life there, but um yeah, I would say like Baltimore and Chicago too. But yeah.
Now, as far as I need to know, because both of our viewers, all the viewers, they love to hear all about the Easter eggs in the videos and the songs. Do any like just pop out in your head that viewers can kind of look for or listen for?
Gosh, Easter eggs. You know, I don't know. I mean, the Easter eggs that I've put in my music historically have been like jabs at people that have wronged me in the past. So like, and those are like Easter eggs that I hope certain people hear. But as far as like, the everyday like listener that is like kind and gentle and nice and fine, like I don't know if I'd have like a certain Easter egg for them. But I mean, there are, well, now that I think about it, like in my, um, in my third record, in the blowback, there's a song called Second of Relief. And in the beginning of it is my niece. There's like an iPhone recording of her saying, "Do you think I look cute?" And then the song starts. So like that's a little thing. But that's my niece. That's kind of all I can think of at this point. But yeah.
So we have a question in the chat. They want to know when you're playing New Jersey.
New Jersey. Gosh, I don't have anything on the books at this moment. I may be playing Asbury Park very soon this summer. It's not confirmed yet, but that could happen in June.
Or any trans state?
What's that?
Are you playing any trans state, meaning New York or or anything close to Jersey?
I am gonna be playing Philly. I don't know if that's close. Is that not close?
It's closer to me.
Yeah.
Well, I play Philly on Saturday at Sing Us Home Fest, which is it's like Dave Haas and the Messingers and Mountain Goats, Ginny Owens Youngs, and a bunch of other like sick ass bands. But yeah, so that's the 2nd of May. I play at like 2 something in the afternoon. So yeah.
And where do they go for tickets for that?
I believe it's singushomefest.com. Let me just make sure. No, let me just here. Let me see. Sing Us Home
Or
Fest.
if they can get tickets through your site, either or.
Oh yeah, they could go to my site.
Okay, then just go to her site, guys.
Yeah. Sorry, dudes. I'm like trying to like meme on a computer over here.
So, since you told us about that date, you've got a really fun tour coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the spots that you're going to be stopping, what fans can kind of expect from this particular tour, and what you're excited to sing?
Yeah. So after I get home from Philly, I've got I'm opening up for Youngblood in Phoenix. So it'll be me, The Warning, and Youngblood. Then we go to Irving, Texas, which is close to Dallas, Texas. So that's the same lineup. It'll be me, The Warning, and Youngblood. And then the last date that I'm doing with them is in my hometown of Austin, Texas, which is at the Moody Amphitheater. So that'll be fun. It'll be fun to play that show in where I live. So that's like a mini tour, and then there are a bunch of other things like in the works at this moment for like summer touring. But then I'm gonna go tour with the Toadies in October, which is exciting. That's in like
fun.
Florida, mostly like I think it's like Lubbock and a couple other Texas spots, and then we head to Florida, and it's like a bunch of Florida dates.
So
Not too shabby for the summer.
I have to ask this question. Where were you when you got the call for the Youngblood tour?
I was on my deck. I was on my back deck. I was watching birds in the morning because I do that every morning. I feed like my backyard birds, and like I'm obsessed. But I was just sitting there like watching these cardinals eat, and then I get a call from my manager, and she's like, we just got this Youngblood thing. And I was like, what? And I started like laughing. It's like, how the fuck did that happen? Let's go. Like, but she had a big part in it. Like she works really closely with him and his team. And yeah, and they like, dug the new music, and so here we are.
Now, I've read a couple of like amazing things that he's kind of said about you, and he's really like pushing your music. How does that feel? I mean, as an artist, like, I mean, Youngblood's like, I mean, he's all over everywhere. Like, I mean, his fans, they they follow someone just because he's listening to them. Like, how does that feel to kind of have him and his support?
So crazy. Like, and I, I've been listening to him for a while, and I think his voice is amazing. He's like an amazing front person. And so for him to like it, it's like, wow, this is, I guess I'm doing something right. I really didn't know before, but I was doing okay. But yeah, it's awesome. It's like, and it means so much. And this is like kind of the thing that I've been hoping would happen someday, like some kind of huge thing like this. And so yeah, it feels great.
I heard he gives the great advice and like really kind of helps the people around him to
Yeah,
grow.
I heard that too. I heard he's a really good dude. I'm excited to meet him.
You'll have to come back on so
I
like
will.
after, just so we can like hear all the like fun behind the scenes details.
Yeah, totally. I'm in. Let's go.
So, are you tour ready?
Yes, at all times. I could pack up at any point just because I love it so much. And I do, like, my band is in, my bass player and my drummer live in LA. And so like before a tour, I normally like fly out there and we rent this like shitty rehearsal space and go for like 5 or 6 hours, and did that with them a couple weeks ago. So yeah, we're all really excited.
So since you do play guitar and since you're multi-talented with the band thing, you are a songwriter, all these different things, what is your favorite part of the process? Is it the songwriting aspect? Is it the recording aspect? Is it getting up on stage and playing for the fans?
Oh my gosh. I think it is the live show. That's all I ever want to do. And I do love recording. Like I love gear, and I love like microphones and consoles and like all the techie stuff. Like I love all that stuff, but like I get a totally different feeling playing live. It's like I get to escape literally everything. Like nothing else exists for like 1 hour other than like my guitar and like the songs and just the stage and like whatever's happening out there. So it feels like a mini vacation for me. Like, cause I don't know, like I don't know if other artists feel like this, but it's like it's overwhelming to live in the world at all times. So like getting to like escape it for an hour and just do the thing that I love to do, that's my favorite. And then like if I'm in the studio, I notice that when it's time to record guitars is my favorite time. Like I'm like, oh, thank God the lyrics are done. Like like let's just do guitar.
Hold on one
So
second, guys. I thought I plugged this. I just got a new phone. I thought it was plugged in and like good to go. Okay, now I'm good.
great.
But is it on me or are you, Rob? Or okay. I want to ask about like some of the fun things that kind of people can look forward to with the tour and about the fan interaction.
Oh yeah, fan interaction. So I sell my own merch at the end of every show. It's just like what I've always done. So like at the end of every show, I take off my in-ears and my all my stuff, and then I just run to the table, and I stay until everybody leaves. Because I want to meet people who actually like what I'm doing. Like that's like one of my favorite things too, is is just to like really talk to the people who listen and who have been listening for so long, and even new listeners. Like, so yeah, that's, you know, stick around for the merch sale. You don't have to buy anything. Like, I just want you, you know. Like,
Well, I don't know if you've ever read your comments under like some of your songs, but I went through it because I love reading comments. I feel like that's how you kind of can get to know the fans and you kind of get to know the artists on like a different level. So many awesome fan interactions and people like talking about their experience meeting you and all that. Is there a fan interaction that sticks out with you?
oh my gosh, there's so many. Yeah, you know, like, it's funny that you mentioned comments, because like I am like such a sensitive person that I cannot look at them because I'm terrified of getting my feelings hurt. So
They're really nice.
thank you so much. That really means a lot to me, and I'm so glad. But let's see. So, I mean, the things that stand out to me, like when I play a show and I see the same group of like people that have come to like so many different shows, like that is cool. And that really,
Consistent fans.
yeah, it's like and then they'll come and be like, you know, have a shirt from the last tour. And it's like, this is like, that's so rad that like they care enough to listen and care enough to spend $30 on a shirt and care enough to get out of their house and come to see me. Like, because I know how hard it is to get out of your house. Like, everybody's, especially after COVID, everybody's built this like nest and it's hard to leave. And so, like, just seeing like the people that come over and over and over again, that's awesome. And then there's like, I always like, I get really emotional like when kids are in the line, like especially like little girls who are like learning guitar or something like that. Like that like kind of destroys me emotionally in a good way, but like that always stands out. And then yeah, I don't know, like they all, I feel like they all really mean a lot. So it's tough to pick just one, but yeah.
Is there anything that they asked you? Is there anything they asked you to sign that was weird?
I have gotten asked to sign boobs before. I was like, sure, perfect. Great. Let's see. Anything else weird? I've gotten asked to sign a neck and a forehead.
Has
But
anybody
like,
got a tattoo yet of your signature?
I don't know if it's my signature, but I do know a guy named Chad that comes to the shows. He's one of those consistent people that come to the shows, and I think he got my wolf logo tattooed, which is like sick.
Howard to Chad.
I know, dude. And then a really amazing now friend of mine named Whitney got like some lyrics tattooed on her wrist. So yeah, I don't know if my signature's out there yet, but be awesome. You know?
Now I'm always curious with signatures. Like, since you sign a lot of things, did you practice your signature or did you just kind of have to like come up with a signature on the spot? And with that, has your signature changed through the years?
You know what's funny is like I practiced my signature so much when I was a receptionist at a construction company in college, because I had just started playing out and I was like, man, I hope one day I get to sign something for somebody. And I was like, I wonder what it should be. And then I was at the
Some
desk.
boobs.
The phones were ringing and I was like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, not doing my job. And like, I was trying to figure out the thing and like, it stayed that way since I first practiced it. But I'm sure that so I feel like every artist practices their signature, Don't let them tell you otherwise. Always a thing.
I practice mine all the time.
Yeah, perfect.
Mine
When it
has
co-
changed a lot through the years. Like, if somebody got my signature when I was younger, they would definitely think it was like a fake. And I have such a hard time. The worst is those little machines where you've got to like write your signature so small. I have
yeah,
such a bubbly, like big. Oh my God. I have such a hard time. Like, I have to apologize for my like signature every time at the counter. And the lady's like, it's okay.
Oh man. Yeah, I guess when I was younger, my signature would have literally been just like lowercase, like just letters, like no like pizzazz, just this is my name.
I
But
just
that's
use my initials.
nice.
It's very simple, very easy out the door.
Yeah.
I have like a really bubbly signature.
Awesome.
So let's hear about all the new music because you have some really, really good songs that you've been just dropping, and we are all here for it. We want to know everything.
Man, that's so rad. Um, yeah, the new music. Gosh. So it was produced by Gavin Brown, who's done actually the new Metric record. He's done a lot of Metric records. He's done like Bare Naked Ladies and 3 Days Grace and Skillet and like a bunch of stuff, like different kinds of things. So he produced it, and then so it was just me and him playing, guitar and drums and bass, and I would sing it. And with this new single Lips, it was written by me and Gavin and the lead guy from Eagles of Death Metal, Jesse Hughes, which I've been a huge Eagles of Death Metal fan forever. Like I've been to so many shows. And I signed with this label called Judge and Jury, and they're incredible. And
Oh,
they
we're gonna get to that.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
we definitely are.
So sick. And they hooked this whole thing up, and they were like, this needs to happen. Like we feel like this is gonna be a good co-write. I was like, sick, let's go. I was so excited. And yeah, we met up at the studio in LA, and we wrote this song. And it was so crazy to do that with one of my one of the coolest dudes ever. He's like, I've had all of the CDs, like all the vinyls, like I have all the stuff. And so yeah, that was a pretty incredible experience.
How are fans reacting?
I think good. I mean, it's like I generally tend to stay away from like looking at like numbers and comments and likes and all this stuff, but as far as I can tell, through like other people telling me, it's like getting a good response and people are digging it. And I'm happy about it because it is quite honestly, it's kind of erotic, and I was a little afraid to put it out because it's pretty intense. But like, I don't know, it's like, why not? Like, I am at a point where like I'm just gonna see what happens, just go. And so like that's kind of what happened with Lips. And yeah, it
Now,
seems
have you played the new songs live yet?
not in front of an audience. I've rehearsed it, and they're really fun to play live. And so the first time I'm going to play these actually is on Saturday in Philly at the end of the set. And yeah, I'm stoked. I'm so excited. Yeah.
So, what is your staple song that has to be played every night?
Good question.
I think Holy Roller, just because that was really the first song that gained any type of traction for me, like in my career. Like, you know, I had no idea that I would ever get on any kind of radio station in this, time. Like I thought I didn't know what would happen, and that song ended up on a lot of like AAA radio stations at the time. And so like that's kind of the thing that I play at the end of every set. I kind of end every set with that one. Yeah, that one.
Now you know that Philly and a lot of different venues now, the set lists are like really popular. You got to have a cool set list
Yeah,
because people are collecting those. They want them signed. Like the set lists are like big right now. I watch people like fight over the set lists.
I know it's pretty
It's
wild. Like,
fun when they do.
yeah, I used to write them out on like a like a really like ugly piece of paper in like pen, and like I've had to like upgrade to like like this. I've had to just it's like I can't give that to somebody. It's just a paper of like words on it, so like I totally know what you mean. Like set lists are big for sure.
Yeah, they ask in the beginning. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
they're like standing there, like watching that thing like a vulture. Like,
I know. I'm like, I need it. Like,
you're not leaving without giving that to me.
totally. Like, please, by all means, I just need it for this hour, and then I'll give it to you. Yeah, that's rad though. Like, I would love to see some people's set list collections. Like, I wonder how people like store them, like to like scrapbook or, yeah.
So, can you tell us about your merch?
Merch? Yeah. Yeah, I've got a couple different t-shirts. They are they're soft. They're like good good quality. Like comfort colors, I think, is what I use. And then so there's one design that's just kind of like one of my press photos that's sort of kind of vintagey looking. And then there's another one that's like two devils and like some like dance with the devil is like a lyric I have in one of my songs. And there's that, and then there's hats, and then there's tote bags, and that's kind of it. I think that's all I have at the moment.
Fun.
Yeah.
So, what would you say is the most popular one right now, like online or wherever they're selling?
Online, I think it's the devil one. Because it's funny, I normally have like black shirts, but this one is white, and I just wanted to try something different, and it seems to be doing good. Gotten some good orders for it, so yeah.
Now, will you be doing vinyls and stuff like that in the future?
For sure. Yeah, I still have a bunch of vinyls from my last record that I need to sell and get rid of. I think we're talking with Judge and Jury about maybe doing like a 7-inch like A/B side of the new stuff. Like so it'd be like Lips and Crave Me. So that's a conversation I'm having with them. But
Oh my God, I'm seeing it now. Like a white record with like red lips on it. Oh my God, that'd be so
that'd be
sexy.
cool. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I love printing vinyls out. Like, I love buying vinyls, and it's cool that it's made such a comeback over the past handful of years, and everybody's like wanting to buy vinyl, and so yeah, I'll definitely have some.
Yeah, it's become so popular. And honestly, like I never really judged like the vinyl on like the actual vinyl. Like I would always go by like the artwork on the front. Lately, like I've been kind of like looking at the vinyl. Oh my gosh, I mean, people really put time into creating like the perfect just presentation for their vinyls.
I know. It's pretty wild. Actually, it's
Did you?
funny. Like, there's one, I think it was a while ago, but like when Youngblood put his record out at first, he like encased some of his blood in
Yeah,
in it. Like, I don't know if y'all saw that. It was
yeah,
nuts. Like,
dude, yeah.
that's cool.
You
I
ever think
love
about
weird
doing?
things like that.
I
You
know,
ever
me
think
too.
about? You ever think about doing 45s?
That'd be cool. Now I am.
Yeah, make it in those jukeboxes.
No,
Yeah.
All the
make it into 45s and make sure you have the adapter.
Okay. That's a
You have
great
the
idea.
you can sell it separately or whatever, but you need the adapter for the 45s. It's a they come in all different colors, but you put it on top of the when you put the record and you
Cool.
play it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Hell yeah, I would do that.
So can we talk all about judge and jury? Because we know quite a few people on there. Shout
Oh
out
yeah,
to Lilac. Shout out to Stitched of Heart.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
So how did you kind of get in touch with them? How has it been? Tell us all the details.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I have never seen a label actually like much less like do anything, but they are going above and beyond, and it's like it's so great. This is like what a label should be like, and it's so rare to find that. And like I'm so grateful to be on it. But yeah, Gavin. So Gavin and I were working together for like a year and a half or so, and we had this collection of songs, and he was like, we should talk to my buddy Neil. And Neil owns it, and with Howard Benson, and he plays drums in 3 Days Grace. And Gavin and Neil had worked together for like 20 years. And he was like, I'm going to show Neil some of the songs that we have, and we'll just see what happens. Like, see if he is interested in these or not. I was like, okay. And like, I have had so much rejection from labels that I was like, sure, whatever, put it on my tab. Like, I didn't expect anything anything to happen. Um, and then like, to my surprise, he was like, let's do it. I was like, whoa, okay. Like, and we've been working together ever since. And um, yeah, and I was talking to Gavin about it. And I was like, man, I'm nervous though. Like, my experiences on labels have been scary and hard and not great. And he's like, let me tell you something about Neil. Like, Neil will not fail. He does not like failure. He is gonna give everything he's got. And I'm like, okay, great, because I do the same thing. Like, and so it's just like it's a partnership that I really value, and I'm so excited to do more releases with them. And everybody's so on top of it and so nice and like supportive, and yeah, I love it. I love it.
Now, we definitely hear a repetitive thing with that. Like, I mean, everybody kind of says the same thing. Do you feel that that is partly because he was in 3 Days Grace and he has dealt with bullshit and kind of lived it?
It could be. It could be because when we first started talking, I voiced my concerns. Like, I was like, man, like, this is my experience. Like, I want to be all in, but I'm scared. And he's like, well, I have signed deals that have been terrible in the past, and this is not that. And so yeah, I think he's one of those people that's like, I've been through the ringer, and I want other artists to not go through that. And so yeah, I think his experiences in the industry are probably why he does have a label that's just so good. Yeah.
Now, do you know how many artists are on the label now?
I don't. I know they're putting a lot of stuff out though. I know they put out like Saliva and Butcher Babies and Silos, and there's a lot of artists on it. Yeah, I'm not sure how many, but it's all really cool stuff.
Now, are there any other artists on the label that you would like to do a collab with?
Gosh. You know what's funny is that I think they have Alien Ant Farm on there, and I actually really love them.
Yes.
Like, that'd be
That would
tight.
be amazing.
Yeah, I love
That
this
would be
shit.
amazing.
Yeah,
Let's put that in the universe.
do it.
So as far as things that you're working on, other than getting ready for a tour and everything, what else you got going on?
Gosh, I'm writing, I'm trying to write as much as I can. I'm doing a lot of business stuff. Like a lot of like, like business stuff for my songs that I had out previously. I'm doing a lot of yard work. But mostly it's writing and practicing for the tour and planning out sets and transitions between songs and logistics for touring and all that stuff. That and feeding birds.
That's amazing. Now, since you do like to watch birds, now when you go on tours and you kind of like are in different areas, do you kind of like take a moment to take in the scenery?
Oh my God, yes. I was in LA and I was like, God, they have so many crows here. There's way more crows here than in Austin. And then it's cool to go to different cities and see like what birds are there. I know it's funny, like it's kind of like a quirky little thing, but it's just like it's like a soothing thing, and it's also just cool to watch an animal be free and like do whatever they want. So like because that's like ultimately what we all want, is just to just do whatever, like no rules, no work, no nothing, just like going to find something to eat, and finding like whatever they want to do. But yeah, I definitely try and look at the scenery. I've gone on hikes and stuff in certain cities, like Colorado has amazing hiking trails. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff to be seen all
What's
over
the
the world.
coolest bird you've seen?
The coolest bird? Gosh. I mean, there was like a woodpecker in my bird cam today.
Oh my
that
God, that's awesome.
He's never been there before. And yeah, so there was that, but then
Well, it's not awesome if he does damage, but that's like awesome that you caught it.
yeah, there was like a hawk in my tree the other day. And that was cool. Like I love a hawk, but yeah.
We have these really cool birds near me, and I was freaking out the other day, and someone was like, they're like kind of like around here. I had never seen one before. It's like a cross between a robin and a blue jay. So its stomach is red and it's blue. It's called Eastern something. Like supposedly they're
An
like
Eastern
from around this
bluebird?
area, but I have never seen one before. It's like really vibrant. It's the guy. It's like the male bird. So it's
Wow.
kind of like a peacock. Like it's really bright and like
Oh my God, that's awesome.
yeah, I was
That's
sitting
cool.
outside like freaking out. And all my friends are like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Most people look at me like that too, and I'm like, oh my God. Like I know who that's a cardinal, like, that's a European starling. They're like, okay. Like,
It's the small things.
yeah, it's the little things in life. But yeah.
So, if you could have one of your songs in a movie, what type of movie and what song would it be?
Oh my God. Well, I love bank robber movies. Like I love a heist movie, like where like the robbers get away with robbing the bank. So like if there's like a car chase or something and like a really high energy song,
I feel like you've thought about this before.
I want it so because I love heist movies. Like So if I were to hear one of my songs in a heist movie, I would just lose my mind. Especially if they
Okay,
got
since there was the movie with Michael Jackson, if they did a movie about you, who would you have play you?
oh, that's so tough. This is funny because I did a interview last night where the guy was like, have you heard that you look a little like Natalie Portman? And I was like, yeah, I've heard that. He's like, she should play you in a movie when there's a movie. So like, I guess her, you know. I don't know.
I
I don't
see
know.
it. I totally see it.
Hey, she'd have to get tattoos, but whatever.
Oh, Hollywood can make that happen.
Good point. Yeah.
That would be great. I don't even, yeah, I wouldn't even be able to answer that. I think mine would like change with the times
Yeah.
with who I would want. I would want probably someone like Lady Gaga, actually, like someone like just wild and crazy. That's
awesome. I love Lady
I
Gaga.
would probably want Aaron Lewis.
Cool.
okay.
I people tell me I look like him occasionally, and I'm like, I don't really see it, but okay.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like if I was a guy, no matter what, like if I had facial hair, like I would automatically want Jack Black to play my character. Like hands down, like it doesn't really matter if he doesn't have the look, like let's do it.
Sorry, that was my dog coughing. I don't know if you guys heard that weird noise, but
Okay.
sorry
We're
about
pet
that.
friendly.
Yeah, we're pet friendly.
I think she swallowed something weird, but she's good.
You have 2 dogs, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Now, how do they handle when you're on tour?
Oh my gosh. Well, Ozzy, my youngest dog, he is like, he looks so intimidating and so fierce, but he is the, like, he is so not that. He's so sensitive. And like, anytime we leave to go anywhere, like, he'll look out the window and stare at us, like, with this, like, look that, like, we're devastating him. And I'm just like, oh my God. He doesn't like it when I go on tour. Stella right here is an Australian Shepherd, and she's like very independent, could not care. Like she's happy when I get home, but she's like, you know, she kind of does her own thing. So
Go make money for treats.
yeah. Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have a little chihuahua. She's right here.
Oh my
I'm gonna wake,
goodness.
gonna
What's
wake you
your
up, you
name?
little ferocious little thing.
Oh my
This is
God.
6.
What's your name?
6.
Aw. 6.
It's after a video game. They're Little Nightmares.
Cool.
There's a little girl in that well, I think it's a girl. Kind of like implied that it's a girl. But they're in a little raincoat, they're like barefooted, and it's a horror game. So since
Cool.
she's so tiny, we're like, oh, that's perfect.
That's awesome. You ever say watch your 6? 'Cause she's
Or 666. Either one fits her.
that's awesome. She's cute.
Says thank you.
So when you're on tour, what is your go-to gas station snack?
Oh, that is an incredible question. It's this Planters trail mix, and there's M&Ms in it that are like peanut butter M&Ms or something.
My son loves it. Loves that.
The blue bag. Oh my God. Like I love that stuff. I have to be careful with it though, because I love it so much that I'll eat the whole bag in one sitting, and then the next night I'll do the same thing. And then like by the end of the tour, I'm just like very puffy.
That's wild. Like I guess it's like so much fun to go to all the different spots, but man, that's so much like just like chaoticness when you're going on, and you've got like a pretty hectic tour going on. Is this the longest that you'll be out, or have you done longer stints?
I did. It's not the longest. I've done a 6-week tour before, and that was like the longest tour I've ever done. And I don't think I could go that long again. It was like, I think like by 4 weeks is probably like the max that I can do without kind of losing my mind a little bit. Not because of the shows. Like the shows are the easy part. It's, you know, the 8-hour drives. It's the, you know, like it's mostly the drives. And I do love the drives, but like you start to realize throughout the tour how much it actually takes out of you to do like really long drives in between every show. And as much as I love, you know, the shows and then going to the merch table, like that also, like it's a lot of talking and it's a lot of energy. And um so it's an intense thing to do. But like I was talking to my buddy Johnny, who played drums for me for a little bit. He was like, you know, it kind of takes an insane person to be a musician who goes on tour. And I was like, you're right. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is nuts. Like going from one city to another for an hour. Like you
The
go,
hour changes is what would hit me.
that's a good point. Like, and the time to like planning the time changes is a thing. Like there have been times where I'm like I forget that the hour is ahead or behind, and you know I got to either speed to the venue or you know I'm like, well, I have a ton of time left. um, it is a lot of planning and work, but I don't know. It makes it so worth it when I get to play music and meet people who listen to it.
Since there's a lot of sitting around before the show, do you play video games? Do you watch a movie? Because I know sound check is at a different time. There's meet and greets. There's other things. What do you do to decompress before you have to hit that switch of being with other people?
Yeah. So I always take like exactly an hour before the show. I have to like, you know, be in the green room, or like if there's not a green room, I go in my van and kind of experience silence for like that hour and like low key kind of conversation if there's people around me. But um I take that hour to like get into a zone, and I normally get really caffeinated. So I can do my high kicks and just, you know, because like I love to be so like up for shows that like, you know, I used to drink 3 sugar-free Red Bulls before every show. But as I age, I notice the numbers going down. So like I'm at 2 now. Um, but yeah, I just get really caffeinated. I chew my Nicorette gum. So it's like I don't know. I love nicotine, but I had to stop like smoking and vaping for singing purposes. And so I just chew my Nicorette and I drink Diet Coke and sugar-free Red Bull, and that's it.
So I gotta know, like, has there been any shows that you're like all ramped up to go out and you get out there and it's just like a disaster?
Oh
You
my
don't have
god.
to say where. You don't have to say where, just like the experience.
Actually, yes. Yes, yes, yes. There have been many shows that have been disasters, many really great shows too. It's like gambling. You never know. And that's kind of part of the fun of it too. It's like you get to a city and you're like, okay, there could be 100 people show up or no people show up. Either way, I got to perform. And it's like the adrenaline rush is something that I really love. Um, but yeah, there was this one show I played in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I was supposed to play Cat's Cradle, and then the day of, the venue booker was like, "Hey, I double booked. We got to move your show to this weird black box theater in a college." And I was like, Okay. So, I mean, nobody knew that this show had moved, and so the crowd was, like, 4 people. I was like, "Let's go!" Like, getting caffeinated, and I get out there, and it's like playing in,
A
like, a
black hole.
like a TED Talk, I was like it was just so weird. It was, like, the weirdest thing ever. Like, 2 of the people left because they were like, "This is too weird," and I was like, "I get it, like, okay." That is, like, the worst show I've ever played, not because of how I played, but because it just wasn't a good it was just weird, but I was caffeinated, so
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah,
I think every artist, there hasn't been an artist that has ever like sat down and talked to me that has not had some experience with either like no sound or
yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, sound is a big one, like, it's kind of rare that, like, what you're hearing on stage is what the crowd is hearing. Like, a lot of times, you'll do a sound check and be like, "This is aw it sounds great. I'm so excited." You get on stage, and what you're hearing suddenly changes to be, like, so bad, and you can't hear yourself at all, and, like, there's so many instances of that where it's like I've learned to adapt to it, but, yeah, in the beginning, I was like, "Is it like, what is going on? Like, this is crazy," but, you know, it's more often than not, it's like that, so
it kind of like for me, I go to so many shows, so when that kind of stuff happens, I love to see how the bands handle it. Like
yeah,
the bands that handle it, like pros, man, I will remember them forever. Like I'll
Yeah.
be like, you know what? When the going gets, but and then whenever I see someone that doesn't handle it well, like
yeah,
I'll think of that band again. Like they handled themselves great.
yeah, totally. Yeah, like, as an audience member too, I've seen both happen, like you, like, and it's like it's a huge bummer when the artist or band, like, don't handle it well, because then suddenly, like, as an audience member, I feel weird, like, like, I feel like I can't just enjoy it, I have to, like, be in the moment with them and be like, "Yeah, it just doesn't feel good, so, like
I love when the sound guy won't acknowledge that he's the problem. And like the person on stage is like, yeah, yeah, like,
Yeah,
can you help me? And the guy's like,
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
all you.
So when you're going to a show for your own purpose, not any, are you a rail person or you're what do you call it in the back or sidebar or where do you stand? What's your
Yeah, gosh, honestly, it depends on the band, like, normally, I'm somewhere in the middle, um, but for certain artists, I saw Janelle Monáe play one year, and I was, like, on the rail, I was like, "I can't wait for the" like, so I was very front, and it was amazing, but,
How about Queens of the Stone Age?
like, if I
She's on
could
that rail.
if I could be on the rail, I would be on it, like, but their fans are so intense that, like, people rush hours and hours before, and unfortunately, I, I can't get there that early, but, you know, if I could be on the rail, I would be on the rail. Yeah.
That's one of the things I like about being little and small. Like I am very stealth with concerts. Like I might have to be up front to see, but like I usually can get up there.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
with myself, I don't like being on the rail. I'm 6 foot and I try not to be I feel like I'm always in the way somehow, like even taking photos or whatever so I'm kind of cautious on where I depends on the venue where I'm at because I don't want to be that guy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it's
That's
for
super nice of you.
for like the photography part. Yeah, I mean, there's times I don't get to go in the what do you call it, photography booth area, but I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not watching the entire thing through my phone, but
Yeah.
I feel
Me, I'm
awkward.
doing yoga. I'm doing yoga to get the shot like on the side
But I
stage.
feel awkward on where to stand. Like I don't want to. You're paying the same money I'm paying, but I don't want to be that guy that's what do you call it? Hi, I'm tall. I'm gonna be in your way no matter what. You know, like
That's so nice of you. Cause like not every tall person is that considerate. Like,
No, they're not.
yeah. Yeah.
I just went to a show recently, and it was two extremely tall people standing right in front. And I like tried to say numerous times, like, hey, I'm going live. Like, I'm trying to get this person's like set for social media purposes. Like, yeah, I'm press.
Yeah.
And they're like literally standing there like a brick wall, just
Wow.
blocking everyone. Like,
So
the
many.
whole crowd was like on both sides of them. Like,
Oh my
I
God.
don't like. I'm concert etiquette. I'm trying to bring that back. Like
That's so cool.
if
That's
somebody
very
falls,
nice.
pick them up. If they're height challenged, have them in front of you. Like not
Totally.
like I have friends that I occasionally do go to. I normally go alone, but I'm saying not unless I'm working one. Yeah, I get them to the rail and stand behind them to make sure it doesn't erupt that way. But
Yeah,
I mean, we're technically all family there. You got to figure out the right way of doing things.
for sure. For sure.
And
I did just like admit to all the people that like I go to concerts with that I'm so sorry through all the years because like I have concert etiquette, like I do try to like be aware of the other fans that are there, but I always leave who I'm standing with. And it's not like I mean to do it. It's just like I get so I get so taken when the band comes on that like if you go with me to a show, you just got to know I'm not in one spot. I've got hyperactive ADD. I am all over that floor.
Love it. That's awesome.
All my friends are like, yeah, we kind of knew that. I'm like, I'm just saying I'm sorry in advance because, like, I guess in the whole scheme of things, it is kind of rude when we go together, but like, I always come back. Like, I'm only gone for like periods of time.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah, you got to mosh. You got to crowd surf.
well, I saw it firsthand. Like he's just everywhere. But
When the mosh pit gets real crazy, I'll like go on the other side of the bouncer. That way, if someone flies out of like, I've been around the mosh pit quite a bit. Like at that point, they fly into the bouncer, and he's always like watching everything. So I'm usually like pretty good if I'm like right on the other side. Still got my like view of the stage. Bada bing, bada boom.
That's awesome.
Like I used to not wear earplugs because I thought like to me it was kind of like ignorant if I like go to someone's show and I'm wearing orange earplugs. But now I go to so many shows I'm like I have to do that in order to be right up there.
Yeah,
So usually I'm standing right next to the speaker.
that's awesome.
speaking
That's
of
fun.
that, I always have them on me, and I always forget. They're always in my camera bag, or they're always. I have a become like a pill thing. Yeah, so if you need them, if you see me out, I have them. I just don't put them
I
Cool.
just got I
on.
just got it's behind me, but I just got a like a gumball machine that I wanted to fill up with like earplugs for when I'm like running out the door to shows. Like I just turn it, get the earbud. I think they have it at Phantom Power.
Sick.
I was like, yeah, that's genius. Like, I always need them. And, I'm just one of those person. Like, I might have like an amazing purse, but like the inside at the bottom, like I live in my purse. So, like, the earplugs are going to get dirty. They're just going to get dirty if they're in my bag. It just happens.
So one question I always ask every episode, not musically,
Uh-huh.
not musically at all. What do you want to leave a legacy as a person?
Wow. Not musically. Let's see. I think it would have to be like I want people to feel seen, like and heard. Like especially, women and marginalized people, like really anybody, but I think I want to leave the legacy that like listening to people is really the thing. Like I want people to feel seen and heard everywhere I go. I guess that's like kind of what I strive for. I don't know if that counts, but everything else would be musical.
I'm going to actually build off of his question and ask you, throughout everything right now, where you're at with music, with life, with everything, what does success look like to you?
Right now, like I would love to have a headlining tour that's like 3-4 weeks long all over the country, and I just want to sell them out. Like I just want to sell out all the shows. Like that, like no matter really what, even if it's small clubs, like that would be an amazing thing for me. That'd be a big moment.
Now, do you know who you would bring on that headlining tour to open up for you? Or would you do all like local people coming on?
That's a good question. I've always done local bands. I probably would continue that because like just because when I first started, like my first real show, I was the local opener for this touring band, and it was like that's really what started everything for me. And so if a band, if a local band can experience that for themselves, like I would love to do that. I feel like it'd probably be local people.
And do you have any advice that you would give to local bands that are trying to play a show? Because you've done it.
Yeah. I feel like for I guess, do you mean like to like open a show or like to play their
Yeah,
own?
like if it's someone that, just started kind of getting into the music scene and they're trying to play on someone's show. Like they've done the like local like spots, but they're looking to kind of be a local on a headlining tour. What's some advice that you could give them? Because we have a lot of bands that watch the shows.
Yeah, I think the biggest piece of advice is it sounds it sounds tough, but like like understanding that you're the support band. Like yes, you have your moment, you have your 30 minutes of glory as the opener, amazing. But the thing, like the point of a support band is to support the headliner. So like anytime that I support like, Gaslight Anthem or Tool or Heart, that's their show. And I'm there to lift up that headliner because they worked so hard to get there. So like to me, like my favorite openers have always been like very I guess not as self-serving as others. So it's like, hey, I can't wait to open your show. Like it's your show, you know, not
I
mine.
totally forgot about Tool too. Can we just talk about that real quick? What
Yeah.
was that like?
That was
Holy shit.
Yeah.
crazy. It was nuts. It was the coolest experience. It was like, and honestly, like, yes, it was amazing to play, but like their show, like getting to go out in the audience and see that show was like even better than getting to open it because it's like
Mhm.
they do some crazy voodoo. Like I think they've figured out some weird like frequency that the human brain is like.
Oh yeah, their fans are hypnotized. We're all like standing there like
Yeah, I mean, like everybody was like the whole time, like in the best, like just like in a trance, and like I don't know what it was, but I mean, it was amazing to watch their show. Like, and I guess like that kind of ties into like the question before, like it's their show, not mine. Like I'm there for a half hour. I get my chance to do my thing and then it's their show. So like and that's consistent with like every band no matter how big the band is. It's like to them the best openers are let me serve your show. Let me bring people to your show. And I can have my time and then we continue with your show. And then the more you do that like as an opener, like the closer you get to becoming your own headliner and then it's very like it's stepping stones, you know.
Do you know
Yeah,
what you would name your tour if you did a headlining tour right now? I feel like you like have thought about these things.
gosh, you know, I don't know, it might be like I mean, it might be like a lyric from like one of the new singles. Like I could put like, you know, like I'm coming for you or something, or like the Lips tour or something like that. It would
Crave
definitely
me. Crave
yeah,
me. There you go.
that's it. That'd be sick. There you go. That's the title.
Or crave my lips.
Yeah,
You could have so much fun with that. That'd be
tie 'em
great.
in.
We look forward to seeing that in the future.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited to do headlining stuff again. It's been a while. So yeah.
Are there any festivals that you're interested in playing?
Oh man, all of them. I love playing festivals. Um, yeah, I mean, I'd love to do like the big ones one day, like Lollapalooza and you know, Glastonbury is a big bucket list one. But you know, I'm sure that's in way in the future, but uh yeah, I mean, I love a festival.
Now, have you played any like bigger festivals that you had like a fun experience? Because festivals are always crazy.
Yeah, let's see, I did ACL Fest, which was cool. That was in my hometown in Austin. So Austin City Limits Fest. And then I played Bottle Rock one year in California, and that was cool. Um, and then Snoop Dogg played the same day, so we got to see Snoop Dogg.
That
um,
is an amazing show altogether by itself.
dude, so awesome, so good.
Yeah, that was probably a wild, wild day.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, it was fun. It was a really
But
fun.
that's fun. You get to play and then you get to go and like watch Snoop Dogg. He was after you, right?
Yeah, he was headlining that that night, and so yeah, I played and then we went to get something to eat, and then we went to see Snoop Dogg. It was awesome.
Yeah, the fans that come out for Snoop Dogg are like no other.
Yeah. Um, it's yeah, so rad.
I went to see him and Wiz Khalifa, and like just the people in the parking lot were like so animated. Like this guy like took I don't even know. Like it was some kind of like contraption, like with a motor and the whole 9 yards, like almost like a leaf blower, I would say. And he made it so it would blow cannabis into your mouth, like, and you would get like this crazy, like, I mean, it was insane. So, of course, I see this contraption from across the parking lot and I go running over. I'm like, can I try this? And they're
Wow.
like so excited because nobody else was like even coming near it. Man, it was an experience.
That's so funny.
There's like videos of just me like just being blown away. I'm like, yeah, I'm at Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa.
That's awesome.
So, what are we doing with time? Like, do you have a limit with time?
Oh, I do have another call in a couple minutes, but I didn't want to like, hop off if we were still talking. But yeah, I mean,
I have to limit myself because I could go on all night.
yeah,
So
yeah. I mean,
funny.
I should probably hop off here. But I had a blast chatting with you guys.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, we definitely have to have you come back on
Definitely.
after you like, the summer and just catch up with you about all these fun things.
Yeah, would love to.
So
Awesome.
my last question of the night that I always ask: what would you like to say to your fans?
I would like to say thank you. Like, so big. Like, thank you for listening and for just showing up. And I'm gonna give you everything I got at the shows. Like, I'll give you everything, like, because they truly keep me going. So yeah, just thank you.
And I get the feeling the more the fans show up and the more love that you're showing, the more the performance is just gonna kick ass. Like,
Yeah,
you come alive with that crowd. I can feel it.
for sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, everyone, if you are from the Philly area, Emily is playing on Saturday. You said 2 p.m.
Yeah. I think my set's at like 2:30. But it'll be an hour. So yes, May 2nd, 2:30, Sing Us Home Festival in Philly.
So, make sure that you come out. She'll have her awesome merch, so you can check that out. If you're not from the Philly area and you want to get merch or you want to check out her stuff, make sure that you go on her pages, show some love. We all love comments, they add to that algorithm. Same with the shows, right, Rob? Make sure that you subscribe to Concert Junkies, subscribe to A Pretty Little Podcast, subscribe to Emily.
Yeah.
Anything else, Rob?
And just as a reminder, this is on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Twitch is
Awesome.
just Concert Rob, and I will see everybody next week with Novice Riot, and then Aaron Coburn the following Wednesday. I want to thank you both for coming and have a great night, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you.
Everyone.